Hey everyone,
Hello, hello.
we are here for
Good
another
morning.
AMA, and we're feeling sassy already. We've been bitching at each other before we went live here, so excited to be here for your entertainment.
It is kind of what we do.
Awesome. Oh, I need to mute over here. Where is that coming through? There it is.
You have the other video up?
Yeah, I have the Catalyst YouTube up, and I have the Rem Alternus YouTube up, so I can comment, and that one was unmuted. So I fixed it. All better now.
So I noticed Talon and I are in the wrong boxes.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are. I am now officially Ray.
Nice.
I now control the line.
Quick, Talon, make a decision. No take backsies.
Lambs are now a thing. We're now producing lambs.
Right for the throat.
Wow. Straight to the heart. Not even a hesitation. Wow.
He
Well
got like half a second where I had to think about what I'd do in my time of power.
I give
Awesome.
it 2 days. 2 days of land questions.
Amazing.
You will cry uncle fast.
Well, welcome back, everyone. If you are joining us for the first time or joining us since the AMA we had the other on Wednesday,
I think. Yeah.
Is it
The
Wednesday?
impromptu live stream.
I can't
Yeah.
even remember.
Yeah, because Wednesday we had the AMA. Thursday I had Randall on Gen Con TV for an interview. And then we got tomorrow, quote unquote, off from streaming. So yeah, now we're here.
A real preference that it makes it, as people show up and arrive, I'm sure I'll reiterate this multiple times. As you ask questions, it is really useful to at us, like at Catalyst Game Labs. So that way it actually pops up to you like a little color marker. If you happen to forget, it's all good. I am looking and scanning for your questions as they pop through, but it just makes it a little bit easier in the long run. When your message is colored differently when you're asking a true question.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we actually did someone have pre-stream ask a couple of questions, which I thought were just fun. So it's actually about the neoprenes, and he goes, "Do I need 6 neoprene mats to get them all, or do I need less?" I feel like the answer is follow your heart, but I think there's only 6 neoprene options on the back end, right, Randall?
Currently there is only 6. And that's for the new maps that are being released as part of the Kickstarter. So
Do we have plans to add more?
Always more. No, sorry. Let me clarify that really quickly. There may not be more added to the Kickstarter. There is always more maps coming. Whether more is added to the Kickstarter or not, we haven't decided yet.
If you guys come up with a really good idea during this AMA for a mercenary themed battle map that we haven't thought of, similar to how we figured out how to do the Stratometri Circle of Equals at the last minute in the Clan Invasion, we can always add it, and that will make our art director blow a gasket. So that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, that was hurtful. Poor Brent.
To call Mike Rich. Hurtful's going to email Mike Ritchie at mike.r@redneckgames.com to give him the ideas for new battle maps.
Brent just looked up from the computer like something just happened. There was a disturbance in the.
Mike is actually here right now. He's just hiding in the background, ready plotting revenge in the chat.
Oh,
wait,
hi Mike, how you doing?
Question. I actually don't know if he's here. I'm just saying he could be here.
Talon's a liar.
Talon is a liar.
So before we get too far into questions, though, for those of you, let's go through a round of introductions for those of you who might not know us, because as we get more and more people, there could be very much new people who don't recognize us or do not know us from before. So I don't know who's in the top left. Rem, you get to start.
Oh, me.
You're in the top. You're in the top left.
Okay. I'm Rem. I just forgot what to say. I'm Rem Alternus. I am the new community and marketing director for Catalyst, but I have been around and in the shadows for a while, mostly in the shadows because I'm a Shadowrun person. But I'm learning lots about BattleTech in the past 6 weeks. A whole lot. It's been overwhelming. It's great. But I'm happy to be here, guys.
Loren, you be next.
I am Loren Coleman, owner of Catalyst Game Labs, publisher, and occasionally ghostwrite under the name Mike Stackpole because I'm just that good. And since Mike never shows up, so I just have to be him and answer all the Mike Stackpole questions, which I will do in a totally trustworthy manner. I promise.
I totally meant to take a bet on how fast it would be before you mentioned Stackpole.
Instantly.
Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray Rasty. I'm the BattleTech line developer, and I do quite a bit for BattleTech.
Understatement of the stream.
Yeah, understatement of the century. Well, the man who has the fingers and everything.
It's the simplest way I could describe the job.
And most recently has promised us lands.
I was under the influence. I'm sorry. I'm going to be checking myself in.
under the influence of Talon.
Talon.
The best part is I just said that not knowing what that means. So, I'm just faking it.
Randall.
My name is Randall Bills. I'm the managing developer at Catalyst, and very similar to Ray, I just do a whole giant pile of stuff, both for BattleTech as well as Catalyst as a whole. Just lots of different hats, getting stuff out the door.
And my name is Talon. As you see, as my head is whipping left and right, is because I am pulling your questions over to a little document so I can answer them in order. You have seen me before on the Clan Invasion Kickstarter. You have also seen me on some of the update previews that have already gone out, and you'll see a lot more of me as we hit major milestones and other stuff like that, just to keep a fun face of the community for you guys to interact with and to see at shows, especially when we start doing more and more of these live streams, as we have tons of plans to continue doing these AMAs far into the future, because we've really enjoyed them, and it seems like you guys have also really enjoyed them. So glad to be back.
If you start throwing things, we all get a duck and let Talon take it in the face.
Yeah, I don't like that one. No. I don't like that one as much. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for showing up for the AMA. You guys are flying in on the questions right now. I already have 32 plus questions, and they just keep flying in.
Well, before we start taking a question, someone, Talon, wants you to do a quick update. Where is the campaign right now at this second?
At this second, the campaign is currently sitting at $5,212,673, which is beautiful. We love seeing that. It's blowing everyone's there's no one who comes close to where we think that this campaign can go. No, absolutely no idea.
As a fun extra data point to that puts us in the 43rd slot.
Sweet.
For all time across every category, and it puts us in the 13th slot for tabletop games.
Woo!
Oh, it's in the 13th slot for tabletop games.
Yep.
I didn't know we had the data broken down that far.
I didn't know we had it broken down that far either for tabletop.
I will share my spreadsheet with you in a little.
So who's 12th? Who are we after right now on tabletop?
Yeah, who are we right behind on?
Give me a sec. The next one above us is the Dark Souls board game.
We can take them.
Oh, I think we totally can take them.
I assume Kingdom Death is the number one spot for tabletop.
I assume so too.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's Frosthaven, then Kingdom Death.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fine. Frosthaven can have it for now. I don't think we're.
No, the top three are Frosthaven, Kingdom Death, and then the Avatar Legends RPG.
Ooh, that's some rarefied air. Come on, guys. We know we can do this. We can get there.
Very rarefied air.
Nothing else. It goes to show just how awesome this campaign has been to just show off BattleTech. The fact that we get to say that now.
Yeah.
Almost a 40-year-old game, 40 years old, like next year.
That we could talk and joke about taking one of the top 3 board game spots and actually mean it. We wouldn't have said that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We knew we'd do well. We would have been saying, well, we can make the top 3 of board games. I mean, it's amazing.
No, it is super amazing. And something that's even more amazing is the fact of their second point that I'm sure Loren would love for the statistics is that we have 18,509 backers. I believe, Randall, correct me if I'm wrong, that is 8,000 backers over our Clan Invasion Kickstarter.
Yeah, we had like
over the final
6, I think.
Over. I think it's 7,000. 7,000 Talon over the confirmed the final number of people who actually completed their pledge, and there was like several. I mean, people might have seen like as many as 12, 13,000 were pledged, but a couple people, 2,000 or so, bailed out. So we're about 7,000 more.
So the Canavision Kickstarter ended at 11,277 backers.
There we go. That was our final confirmed.
Yeah, final number confirmed backer number.
I think we will easily more than double that number by the time we're done.
Randall,
I feel good about that.
You throwing in the bet right now? It's going to double.
I'm throwing the bet down. We're going to be more than double by the time we're done.
Oh, I'm not taking that bet. I think we will.
Yeah,
we'll hit 22.
Man,
Absolutely.
Patrick Lewis started playing BattleTech when I was in junior high, 12, 13 years old. I'm 50 now and excited to get back into it. Glad to see you back, Patrick.
Yay!
We're excited to see. We're glad to see you excited back into BattleTech again.
Well, I think we have a couple of announcements that we'll be releasing through the stream today. But we want to make sure that there's plenty of time for questions. So we should probably head into that first.
Yes. So the first question that popped up. Apologize, I could not pull names today because they were flying by so fast. So I just pulled the question. So hopefully, if you hear the answer to your question as it pops through, if you happen to not hear it, I am going in order of when the questions did come in. So if it happens to take a bit, don't worry, I am still getting to it. If it hasn't been until 30, 40 minutes from now, then go ahead and re-ask it again. So the first question, second question, because we already answered one, is what is estimated total pledges now? I assume you mean how many pledges are in the back end of Kickstarter currently, and I do not have the information. Do you, Randall, Loren? Do you guys know?
If you talk about people who are trying to do multiple pledges, there's no way to tell at this time, because the only way to make multiple pledges at this moment is to over pledge on one reward level, knowing you can select it once we get to the pledge manager. So there's no way to count. So 18,500 and whatever it was, that's all we know for actual number of pledges, that number of backers. If they're asking something else, then I need them to clarify that question.
Well, I think like if we're at the 18,000 now, how many are we anticipating by the end of this? That's what I got from that question, right?
Well, Randall said 22, so I'm on board with that.
Randall thinks 22.
I think we will at least get 22. I think there's a chance at 25.
Let's go for 25.
I would run around screaming if we got 30. That would just be the coolest thing ever.
So we need to hit 30, and you are only allowed to run around screaming when we have the cameras rolling. So
I'm totally fine doing that.
I'll fly over and just wait outside Randall's house as the number goes over.
I will run out into the street and run down. Well, kind of trundle down the street.
You and your gimp knee now.
Me and my gimp knee took an arrow to the knee.
No.
At Gen Con.
Cool. So Loren, we've been talking about maybe a way to get people to do multiple pledges before the pledge manager. Do you want to talk about our idea for that, or
we will look at the idea of putting a what's called a bundle as an add-on. A bundle is the same thing as a reward tier, a pledge reward. I want to make sure those will transfer easily into backer kit. So I need to talk to the backer kit guru to make sure that'll happen. They just may have to wait until we get to the pledge manager in early May to be able to actually confirm that we can to do that. We will offer it. It's just a matter of where. We've already offered, people may have noticed, we've put up 7 new add-ons last week.
Yeah, just that was just on Wednesday, dude.
Yeah. Do we want to we could probably just say what were the new, there's not questions there, but let's go ahead and talk about what were the new add-ons that we added on Wednesday for people who didn't actually go back in and check their manage my pledge button. Do you want to walk through those real quick? Rem,
do you have all those handy since you built Q&A?
You guys built them while we were on stream, so I wasn't.
Pass the buck. Okay, I'm looking them up.
Lauren is
I know we added
plushies.
We added plushies. We added
We raised the cap.
We added Mercenaries and Alpha Strike retaliation boxes, which is just the miniatures. We added the legendary salvage box and the vehicles salvage boxes. We increased the caps across the board. They had accidentally been set at like 9 or 10. And
So for those of you who might have noticed in your back end that you couldn't add more than 10 salvage boxes, for example, we've now bumped that to I think 99, right, Lauren?
Yeah, you have to set a limit. So
swag too. We just updated because people were asking for more than 10 swag items.
Yeah. So for those of you who knows that there were like item caps on what you could grab, that is now for the most part removed. If we have to go higher than that, just I guess let us know and we'll move it above 99.
Let us know. We'll go higher. I think that was all the things we added though.
40th anniversary T-shirt, was that there before?
That was already there before.
That was already there.
Plushie tech, premium map packs.
Those
They were
there before. I'm scrolling, just looking. I think you got them all actually. I'm not seeing when.
The big ones that I know from the comments people were asking for was the retaliation packs and the plushies.
Yep.
Urban Mech Company box.
Oh yeah, that just got added like yesterday.
Because you never have enough Urban Mechs.
Ever.
All right, let's go back to questions.
All right.
Yep,
So
that's all.
do you know when you will show the 8 million pledge?
Probably not long before we hit the 7 million pledge.
Yeah, I think
Randall, when do you want to? That was your idea. When do you want to show it off?
we should do it when we hit the 6 million pledge.
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
There we go. When we hit the 6
That's
million
fair.
When we
pledge.
hit 6 million, more higher pledges will be shown.
And
I
that's
like
what
that.
we
That's
keep arguing about what we
motivating.
want to put in.
Yes, that is a good point.
We have some good ideas.
I'll tell you guys as the newest member, some of these meetings get spicy the way they sass each other for like, you should add this. No, we should add this. No, you're wrong. We should do this. So it's some spicy debate.
Yeah, because they make a good idea for new neoprene mat. I want to unlock at 8 million just to watch, spread melt down. So, I gotta give the fans a chance to screw us up.
Yeah, amazing ideas.
Well, I mean, we're looking at things like, hey, look, new dice idea. So, things like that.
Wow.
I know Randall just went, really?
Loren, you just keep dropping more info. Like people want answers and you're just like.
No, he loves teasing. That's what he does.
I could tell you that the 8 million.
Working. What's that, right?
I'm asked maybe on a daily basis about the 8 million pledge. Not what it is. I'm saying it's something people already want and they're asking for, and it's there. We're going to reveal it.
It's there. Help us reach 6 million, and we'll reveal it.
Yeah. So I'm not kidding. I actually am working with a new dice company, an actual long-standing, very good track record dice company that wants to do amazing dice for you guys. And I was looking for a way to start talking about it because we are this close to announcing a dice option. But for those who may have seen the dice we did at Clan Invasion, that was not, we went to a reputable factory, but they turned over not a good product. And we ended up having just to eat the entire cost of the print run, which was not small. So we work with a company now that does both amazing, regular, kind of cool, rounded dice, precision edge, really cool laser effect foil. I don't know if that's coming through or not. But really sparkly, pretty dice. And they even have this really cool, I think you can see it, a liquid core that has a glitter effect that just sits there and moves around inside. These are all a high-end bespoke kind of product, not like Chessex level, like regular, just swirl or speckled. They got really cool effects. We're looking at all this kind of stuff to bring to you, but we won't do it until we have the best price and definite guaranteed quality. Is that fair, Randall?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see dice, this may be added to the 8 million pledge level. Or it may just pop up as a Battlefield surprise anytime along the way once we've confirmed that we're good to go. So watch out for that kind of news.
James Hill goes, I still want the Clan Invasion set. I don't care if they're shaped like Easter eggs.
They were shaped like Easter eggs.
They were They were almost a little bit worse than Easter eggs.
They were so bad. It's so sad.
Yeah, it was really sad. We were pretty upset about it.
What?
I need
Yeah, they
more
weren't
math rock.
square, but it's trapezoidal, or what's a trapezoid in 3D? A rock? I don't know.
A rock.
Yeah, they were
Rhombus.
rhombuses.
There we go.
Rhombi.
All right. Instead of rhombi,
Yeah.
questions. Talon, feed them.
Back for the Clan Invasion Kickstarter, there was a survey for how many people got into BattleTech. Options were video games, tabletop, and other things. What were the results of this survey? Do we happen to know the survey for that anymore?
I don't. I mean, we got good information, but I don't remember. But I can look it up. Why don't you hit another question? I'll go digging for that.
Cool. We'll come back to that one as he looks that one up. All right. Legendary
I think I find
packs 2 and 3 are the exclusives to Kickstarter and CGL store like Legendary Pack 1. And does the Legendary Salvage Pack include the vehicle? That's a two-part question.
They are not exclusive, and they do include the vehicle.
Hold on. Do what include vehicles, Randall?
The Legendary Salvage Box. There's one vehicle.
Oh, right, because there's Calandra in there.
Correct.
Randall is getting all the notifications this morning.
I wish I could shut that thing off, man. And not figure out how to shut Adobe's notifications off.
Left click, silence. Good morning. Any chance of something like Hollow Streets for BattleTech?
Yes. We really want to see what happens with Hollow Streets first. And if that does really well, then there's no reason at all we wouldn't be looking at the same thing for BattleTech.
Randall, please explain what Hollow Streets is.
Yeah, what is Hollow Streets for those who don't know it?
So Hollow Streets is along the same line of the GM's Guild, where it's meshed with Drive-Thru RPG. People can go in and create their own content and use a selection of graphics and art that is provided by the company. And there's many companies that do this, right? Where we are joining a very rich ecosystem where people can go and write their Shadowrun content and grab some of our art and our templates and then publish it and can actually make money off of that. And then Drive-Thru and us, we'll take a percentage of that. But it's going to be launching very soon. Drive-Thru has been publishing all the details. I imagine by the end of this month it will be live, or at least maybe mid-month. And then again, we're going to wait a couple months to make sure we get all the kinks out and understand the processes for Shadowrun. And then very much we would want to look at BattleTech as well.
Awesome. Loren, have you found that information yet, or am I going on to other questions?
I have found the pledge area. I can't figure out how to generate the answers. So I'll when I find it, I'll yell out. So let's keep going.
All right, sounds good. Can you tell us where shipment to the EU is happening from, or who will do it?
That's a rep question.
Oh, that's a meat question. So we are. What is the diplomatic answer? The diplomatic answer is that we are still looking at distributors that are going to do it for the cheapest cost possible to our backers, especially given the circumstances of shipping across the world now. So we are looking into several options still. So we do not have a final answer, but it's been an initiative of ours to find a team that's going to do it quickly, with care and with efficiency, and also the lowest possible cost to our customers. Was that a good diplomatic answer?
Sure. We don't know yet. We're zeroing in to have a UK, EU, Australia hub. We have not settled on one. We're still negotiating for the best deal possible.
Will there be a Hollander and Thunderhawk plastic mech in the near future?
Define near future.
I was going to say, define near future. Those are absolutely on the list, but it depends on what you define as near. So, yes, I guess against a spread of 40 years, I can say yes, they are near.
39.99 years from now.
Let's say, how about this? We're going to define near at this moment to be by the end of the anniversary year. That seems fairly near.
No.
It could be an anniversary product.
No.
No, it will not.
There we go. So
Loren's wrong.
not by the end of next year, which is our anniversary year.
Not by the end.
The end of 2024, the end of our anniversary year.
He's crazy.
You don't
Any
think it might slip
update?
into a force pack along the way, Randall, the Hollander or something? I think it's possible, don't you think?
It's lower down on the list of mechs.
No?
Yeah, it's way lower on the list.
There's a lot of awesome mechs. We understand everyone's got their favorites. I'm still trying to get some of my favorites onto the list because Randall keeps denying me. So
You got one. Back off.
that's one. What do you
What they asked for? The Thunderhawk and the Hollander, right?
The Hollander.
I think the Hollander is great.
I can tell you the Thunderhawk is absolutely already slotted for
Yeah, I was about to
one
say,
that will come out in the near category. The
Near.
Hollander, that's a little further out.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah, thanks
Any
for clarifying that, Ray.
Yeah. Any update on the European store, Loren?
We thought we had it fixed with a plan, with a partner who is going to be our European partner, and they have since slow played us about getting that up and running. The store itself is not the hard part; it's actually the delivery partner, the hub that we will use, and what we thought we had arranged is taking much longer than we thought it would. So we're still pushing. We're still pushing.
James Hill, just to quickly answer your question, Loren, correct me if I'm wrong. He asks, do the items introduced at Adepticon count towards the 2 years of new stuff for Big Kappa? I'm assuming you're talking about the Snords Irregulars, the Proliferation Cycle, and the Urban Mech Lance. I assume the answer is no, because his time starts as soon as the Kickstarter ends, not midway through.
Except that they aren't officially released. Those were pre-releases.
Also correct. So just double checking in general.
Yeah, so they will in fact count.
That happens to be that just in this weird instance, the answer is yes, James.
Yes, the answer is most of that stuff we previewed will count because they have not officially released yet, and they will not until after the campaign.
Ooh, so many questions flying by, guys. You guys are rocking it on the questions. Will there be any stretch goals based on number of backers? Yeah, we did one of those at one point. Wasn't Clan Invasion where we did social posts and
Clan Invasion?
Yeah, Clan Invasion. That just ultimately we decided that the amount of work that was required for the return just didn't really warrant it.
Yeah, like the social media goals.
Yeah. So probably not.
Access to digital versions of the book.
I want to do one though. Now that it's been asked, but
stop it.
I will think about how we can do that.
Loren will brainstorm ideas. Access to digital versions of the booklet content from Mercenaries box set for veteran backers and up ?
I'm not sure I understand that question.
Access to digital versions of the booklet content from Mercenaries box set.
Oh, I'm assuming they mean will like the rule book and so on be released in a digital format to the veteran and above backers? Probably. I wouldn't see a reason why that wouldn't happen once it's done.
We eventually released the box rules publicly.
Yeah, usually
anyway.
Yeah.
I would say if it happens, just watch the Catalyst store. Probably there'll be a digital. I guess it'd be the digital content from the box set. We could release that as a digital pack or something.
Yeah,
we've done that before for box sets, I believe.
We have.
So why not?
Don't see a reason why not to.
So I was thinking about how we would do a reward based on if we hit 20,000 backers, we should do something really cool that is backer driven. Like we actually let the backers tell us hey, at $20,000 backers, we want this. And we see if we can figure out a way to do it because it's what, it's like the big thing they want. I just don't know how we would survey that to find out the number one thing that backers are demanding, whether it's BattleTech bugs, BattleTech dice, new plushie, new map, whatever it would be, that at 20,000 backers, we'll give the backers a chance to say, we want this. Now, the answer may be not possible. Like, there's not going to be a movie, a cartoon, nothing like video content related. We don't have that power. But to see what it would be that they would be demanding, I would love to do a survey of some type. And 20,000 backers seems like a good point where we could do that and just see what they're asking for.
I don't necessarily mind that, but it should be 25,000 backers.
Set that bar high.
Set that bar high. I'm all about setting the bar high. I want broken records all over the place.
At 20,000, someone posts at 20,000. Someone posts at 20,000 backers. You put a poll for the next premium sculpt.
Now, see, saying that is not unreasonable.
That's not unreasonable.
No, it's not.
So maybe we'll think of some things we could do to run some surveys about the next premium, the next battle map, the next just solicit some opinions out there. The next set of plushies, and see what people say.
Yeah.
All right, Blood Asp Mini win. I think it comes down to
get to 6 million, and we might tell you about it.
Wow, that is so mean.
6 million is a Blood Asp.
Yes, it is. So mean.
The Blood Asp must be. I didn't know the Blood Asp was this popular. We seem to get a lot of Blood Asp questions.
It's an exceptionally good mech.
Yeah.
And the new sculpt is just fantastic looking.
We get a lot of questions about that, which is kind of forcing us to do something. forcing to do something we don't want to do, or we do want to do it. So not really forcing us. All right.
Who is the designated logistics sergeant for the BK level, and when can we start harassing them?
Mike R at rather-games.com. Harass away.
Man.
Ouch.
Come on, you didn't see that coming.
However, to be clear, we again, some of the things that we've learned from the last one, there absolutely will be somebody whose responsibility is getting that out the door.
Did you forget? Mike actually, I wasn't just making fun.
No.
Mike volunteered to be that guy.
I understand. So
So
I'm just clarifying that we are, in fact, assigning that as a responsibility to someone to avoid some of the issues that came up last time.
Can you explain any details or longer term goals for the building terrain set showed off on the city map during Adepticon?
We absolutely want to bring it. There's just too many moving pieces to reveal that.
It's still a little new.
It's still incredibly new. Lots of moving pieces. If we can reveal that before the end of the live campaign, that would be awesome. It most likely will be during the pledge manager phase that we'll be able to roll out the announcement of all of that. But it's absolutely coming.
Yeah. Since objective and platoon packs have 4 models, will they come with a salvage box like the Intersphere Lance when picked as a pledge force pack?
Yes.
There you go. Back from the Clan Invasion Kickstarter. Welcome back. There was a survey for people who got. Oh, nope. You already answered that one. Will the shirts from the first Kickstarter be available again?
Not as part of the Kickstarter. The shirts almost killed that Kickstarter because one shirt is in reality 16 shirts. So we just had to divorce it from the Kickstarter.
It took me, Loren, and Randall multiple nights of staying up to fix those stupid shirts because there were just so
480 SKUs to fix.
And you had to hand type them in too.
Yeah. Now I do absolutely want to, once we get through about 6 months of this year of the new releases shirts, I absolutely want to go back through and start getting the others back in stock for the store.
Yeah.
But we just got to get there.
And for those of you who haven't seen it, we have been releasing shirts for the Mercenaries campaign, technically, up on the web store. We're releasing 2 shirts every month, I think, until the end of this year, right, Randall?
Yep.
Yeah, so there'll be 2 new faction, I think, always Merc related, always, Randall, or is it a mix?
Usually it's one Merc related and then one faction, either the new Ill Clan era big factions or some smaller factions that the fans have really wanted to see, like the St. Ives Compact, for example.
The Word of Blake Mushroom Cloud.
The Word of Blake Mushroom Cloud. That's right.
Yep. So we have we have those shirts showing up around like the 15th of every month. But sometimes give it in between. It's usually in the middle of the month there. Yep. So there's actually already 6 shirts out on the store with those factions on them. Northwind Highlanders and a couple others that are already on there. So if you go to our web store, just filter BattleTech and swag, and you'll see the shirts there show up. Will you guys be making LRM and SRM tanks, and will there be clan tanks coming out?
The SRM and LRM, absolutely. That's actually in this Kickstarter.
Yep.
In fact, that force pack is one of my favorites because there are 2 of each and then 4 total turrets, so that you can actually put out 4 SRM carriers or 4 LRM carriers. As far as clan tanks, not a part of this Kickstarter, but that we've absolutely had those discussions. We're gonna kind of wait to see how well vehicles are received as a whole, and if they are as well received as I think they will be, then absolutely I would love to do 1 or 2 clan packs.
Yeah, for those of you who are, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nope,
Can we pause for a quick announcement?
Yeah, go for it.
So Loren gave us approval for this a day or 2 ago. So we thought, why not do it here when we're live with all of you? We are opening up a few more spots for Big Kappa, and I'm going to be putting that through right now. We have 10 additional spots.
There we go.
Huzzah.
Boom,
That's
save
awesome.
reward.
Oh, probably the last Big Kappa slots we'll probably see.
It probably will be, just because I know there's one that want to get in, but it comes down to the our capacity to guest them out here and show them a good time, because we want to make sure they get the same quality everyone else got the first 2 times we did this. So
yeah, just the logistics of it is crazy.
Yeah, you are already forcing us to create a larger than expected Koretsky con. Like, we're going to have to do it like with 20 Koretskys and guests, which means we'll have to, everything gets leveled up to a new level. But we won't do it without providing the same quality and the same, FaceTime and having a good time with you guys. We want to party and have a good time with you guys. So it's a matter of we got to figure out how to do it and how often we can do it.
Yep.
So just someone real quick, Ronald Baker asked, following up on the shirts, are you going to restock some of the sizes of the ones sold out? ELH, for example, has 2XL and other sizes. Yes. They have actually been blowing up a lot faster. I actually have several shirts that are just completely out of stock, even past our first initial restocks. It's actually insane. Yeah,
there's restocks of most of those sitting on the dock at the warehouse. So hopefully in the next few weeks, those will be received and we will get them back online. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we plan on keeping all of the shirts in stock, and like we said, we're going to go back to the Clan Invasion ones and get them up there properly with full stock of those as well, for those who want to maybe grab extra copies, or maybe yours has just gotten old over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Okay, Tharkad map in a Reinforcements Mercenary pack.
We have actually had conversations about doing the capital planets, doing maps for capital planets. There's just a whole whole selection of issues that we haven't quite overcome, but we would love to be able to figure that out and make that happen. So
what do we mean? They're just big.
They're just big. And how do you, for example, the castle on New Avalon is the most distinctive part of New Avalon, but how do you put a castle that is bigger than a BFM,
right?
Than our biggest map onto a map? So we're still plugging away on that. We hope to solve those issues and have those come out, but they're still definitely in the development stage.
All right, just because it is down there at the bottom, and it is a topic that we have talked about internally before. Will there be women's shirts and hoodies?
So
women's shirts and hoodies.
The women's shirts end up being complicated because our warehouse already doesn't like doing shirts, and we just don't sell a lot of the women's shirts. So
we offered some recently, and they didn't sell, or they sold really slow. Right?
Yeah. So that was just so
we're not against it. It's just not. We're just going where the market kind of takes us on that one.
Yep.
And then another one, because it was part of the big cap as well, is for planning purposes, is there an approximate time when the BK cons will be? Should BK backers be planning for travel later this year, or are they pushed firmly into 2024?
Oh, it's firmly 2024.
Yeah, firmly 2024.
Preferably, but I'm not going to say no on that, because if we have to do 3 Kerensky cons, we may have to shoehorn one in at the end of this year. It all comes down to what we can, where we have enough Catalyst employees and people ready to go, and luminaries, and how many we've got to do over the next year and a half, 2 years. So I'm not going to say no yet, Randall, but we would prefer to wait till 2024. That's for sure.
We have been asked, will you do a BattleTech version of Hall Streets? Call it Wolfnet or something.
Is that Wolfnet?
I don't know. That's the
that feels part. Like it was Wolfnet. Though to answer that question, again, for those wondering what Hollow Streets is, it's like the GM's Guild or the DM's Guild. Go check it out on Drive-Thru. We're about to launch that for Shadowrun. And depending on how that goes, we're absolutely interested in doing the same thing for BattleTech.
On the new neoprene front, any word on the front back print? Are they all going to be Savannah Street or 3 Savannah something and 3 City something?
That we have not firmly decided yet. He's asking if usually the previous neoprene mats that we do, like the Alien Worlds, for example, you had the Alien Worlds on one side and then just like the deserts on the back side.
Right.
So whether we do the Tukiad version, which is 2 named mats on both sides, or bring in something else, we haven't made that decision yet.
What after about 150 novels over 30 years, when are we getting some Clan Snow Raven, Outworld Alliance, and Raven Alliance novels?
Soon.
That's a better answer than I thought it was going to be.
Soon? Should we do we
Soon.
each have to say soon?
Yeah.
Yes, make it more effective.
And you always have to throw in. You always have to throw. Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Make everybody sweat.
Remember back when everyone wanted the assassin to come back, lots and lots and lots. Well, careful what you ask for.
That didn't end very well.
No.
How about a map with rivers and fording places?
Actually, you'll get that in the Savannas.
Yeah.
Savannah has a fantastic river delta that now is very playable, unlike the last time when those maps came out.
Yeah, and ever since the team's been adding those level depth 0,
the depth 0
water to those maps, it really is an interesting visual places where you could ford through and things like that. So yeah, they'll get that in this next Savannah side.
The depth 0 is also one of those moments where I think Brent came up with the idea.
Yep.
And then we're all looking at each other like, how has this never been a thing before? It just so perfect works to allow the cool visuals of rivers, but actually make them workable in a game.
Mm-hmm.
So many questions flying by. How about an HPG map?
Yes, look for that in the Map Pack City.
Yeah.
We already have it.
Oh, we already have a map based off of the HPG?
Absolutely, and it is a gorgeous
cool.
HPG.
That is awesome. Any chances are more new fiction in the Kickstarter? Most fans already have the old digital fiction currently in the Kickstarter.
That's
I think-
more of a John question.
John is
So off the
not
top of my
snappy
head,
here.
we have the Tales of the Bounty Hunter, right?
Yeah, the Tales of Bounty Hunter in
And
there.
that's definitely new.
And there may be some new fiction once you guys hit 6 million that will be revealed. We'll just have to wait and see. Hit that 6 million, guys. Come on.
Novacant fan here. So there's a couple galaxies that have vanished without a trace. Lambda and Zeta provisional galaxies. Any chance we'll see a reappearance of these at some point?
There is a chance, yes.
Are all the t-shirts going to be up on the Pledge Manager? No.
No. Again, as discussed, it simply breaks the entire process. We simply cannot make the faction t-shirts a part of the Kickstarter, unfortunately.
It was also one of the very few reasons why we broke their program the last time we used it, was because
that was one of two reasons why we broke Crowdox's. I mean, and when I say broke, they actually had to go in and hard code some fixes to be able to make it work with how massive you guys made it.
yeah. Will the Jeremiah Rose Charger actually be a 3K variant or just a reposed 1A1?
That is a really good question. Why don't you go on to the next question and let me look that up?
While he's looking it up, I finally was able to compile the all the questions from the previous campaign. I had to go in there and redo the whole pivot table for it. So I have the answers. So real quick, I'm going to run down the questions.
To go back over the question. No, to go back over the question.
Yeah.
So that way, for those who might have showed up late, because it was this question was at the very, very beginning. It was like the fourth question. Back from the Clan Vision Kickstarter, there was a survey for how people got into BattleTech. Options were video games and tabletop and other things. What were the results of this survey?
So here's what I have. How did you first find or enter the BattleTech universe? Dark Age collectible minis game, 187 out of 14,350 answers. Dark Age collectible minis game, 187 people. Fiction, the novels, 1,195 people. The Kickstarter campaign, 216 people entered BattleTech through the campaign. Tabletop play, just over the years, 6,780 people, which is, by the way, less than almost exactly half. Half people that were in the Kickstarter basically said they came in another way other than tabletop play. BattleTech TCG, 227 people. The BattleTech cartoon, 474 people. Video games, no surprise, is number 2, 5,271 people who came in through the video games. So there you have it. Tabletop play was the big entry point. Video games are second biggest. Novels was third.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to skip this one because it's more of a how long have you been playing BattleTech is more just how people it's scattered all over. But what was in 2018? What was your primary method of enjoying the BattleTech universe? So how are you currently enjoying BattleTech? 1,400 said fiction. Other/none was 1,000 roughly. Tabletop gaming 5,700. Video games 6,300. So back in 2019, even though just less than half said that was their entry point, more than half said I'm currently enjoying it by playing the video games. It'd be fascinating to see what the difference is now, 3 years later, following the success of the previous campaign and how BattleTech's been doing in the hobby stores.
I was just thinking we should absolutely run this survey again.
Ask those same 2 questions again.
See what changes. That would actually be really interesting to see how that's changed over the last 4 years.
Yeah. So there you go. That was the quick and dirty on that. And thank you for asking, because it was fun to look up and gave us some new ideas. So there will be some survey questions. They'll be part of your pledge manager. No more than 3 to 5, probably 3, but there may be as many as 5. They're really fast, multiple choice buttons. You'll answer them in 30, 60 seconds, and you'll get on to what you want, which is a really cool product. But this information actually does assist us in thinking about BattleTech and making plans for the future. So please, when you get those questions, take a moment and just answer them as best you can and give us some good feedback. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And to answer my question, yes, it is the 3K variant.
Oh,
for the Charger.
did we finally find the 3K? So Will the Jeremiah Rose Charger actually be a 3K variant or just a repurposed 1A1? Apparently, it is the 3K variant.
Yep.
So just because it made me laugh a little, because we've always joked about this behind the scenes back, because we always talk about other companies and stuff like that. So Mechanical Frog goes, I entered BattleTech because my parents didn't want D&D in the house. Apparently, gigantic stomping mechs shooting at each other was more wholesome and non-demonic.
How very American of us.
Very American of us. That's right.
There you go.
Any chance
That
of a
could be our new tagline on the Armored Combat box set: less demonic than D&D.
Yes, that's what we should put.
We put on the box set from now on.
All right. First off, the periphery exists with chicken people. So, or is it the periphery?
Yeah. We don't even know where that's at.
Yeah.
For all we know, it's actually one dark planet. It's the 10th planet in our solar system.
This
You never know where it might be.
System.
Well, by the time we do the chicken person plushie, we should probably have that figured out.
Chicken person plush.
That's the Tete, right, Ray? Tete? Yeah.
Yep.
That's awful. Like funny but awful. It's almost as bad. Any chance of a new Imp or Berserker model in the future? Both need some serious love.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hard yes.
Yep.
Pointed out, I was asked to ask this from someone who couldn't make it. Well, thank you for asking. Can you share some more info on the new Kickstarter fiction? Sadly, John is not here, so unless someone knows about it.
Where's Helper's at?
Yeah, let's.
We can do another AMA sometime next week and bring on the rest of the team.
No, we're just going to answer for him, and then he's stuck with our answers.
No.
Or we can take the toxic way.
Throw John under the bus for more stuff.
Information about new Kickstarter fiction. I'm going to assume you're talking mostly about the series, the novella series, which was what was it called? Help me out here, somebody.
No, I think they're talking about. I think they're talking about even more fiction.
Yeah, even more.
Are we going to add even more new fiction as part of the Kickstarter? Hence my
new fiction.
Of hit 6 million, and let's see if we can find out.
Well, we added we've added graphic novels, and we added the.
I understand, Loren, but they want more.
They want more. I know they
just want more.
All right.
Map idea.
Let's be clear. I want more. So
Yeah.
Then let's just say yes. We're going to add more fiction. Now John's going to figure out how to do it.
Wow.
You can find him at John,
wow.
John R at rather-games.com.
Yeah, so you contact John Helfer's email Mike R at rather-games.com.
Turbo Turtle goes.
We're gonna make that email so useless. It'll be so flooded with other stuff.
Yep.
Turbo Turtle says, guys, John is spending the weekend dead for tax purposes.
Okay, hot black.
I can sympathize.
Map idea, I pronounced this wrong. Rastgon Box, Glamora, 4SWV2 PG12.
Who?
Map ideas, apparently. I have no idea what the Gaston box.
Map idea, what was it again?
Gaston Box, Glamora, 4SWV2 PG12.
Randall, you got anything on that?
Not quite sure.
I almost followed all of that.
I was up. I was up there on two different areas, and then a really weird string of numbers, probably for a location somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Glen Mora is a planet, as is the other one.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I think he means 4 Succession Wars.
Oh, 4SW, sure. Yeah.
4 Succession Wars. So yeah.
Oh, I see how he said that. Yeah, okay.
If something happened there that was important, if we're to start picking planets, we're starting with Zabebel Ganubi. Just because I love saying Zabebel Ganubi.
Everybody loves saying that.
I know. It rolls off the top.
So the next question is a little unique. I apologize if I did not find them because you had them split up into 3 different parts. If there was a 4th part, I apologize ahead of time because I just didn't see it as it all flew by. But I happened to get 3 of them. So it might mean one concise thing, which is Kroggins showed recently on his Patreon a Timberwolf in the Bounty Hunter 2S config. I asked him if this would be in the Legendaries 3 box, and he said yes. The info on the Kickstarter was wrong, according to him. Which is it? Will the Legendaries Box 3 have a Timberwolf BH2S or Timberwolf W, as is stated on the Kickstarter at the moment?
The Kickstarter, there was some miscommunications there at the very end, as there always is when there's so much data flowing. Anthony is right. Our data was wrong. In the next day or two, we will get that fixed for what is actually in that pack.
So to clarify, the Legendaries 3 box will have the Timberwolf BH2/S.
Correct. The Bounty Hunter's Timberwolf.
There you go.
You heard it here first. Well,
will the Urban Mech Salvage box be a part of the add-ons?
No, because the Urban Mech is now in the Lance, the Urban Mech Force Pack. Urban Mech Lance Force
Pack. The Lance Force Pack.
I should take that off the I should take that off the pledge manager, is what you're telling me then.
The Urban Mech Salvage box is gone.
Oh. Okay.
What materials are the t-shirts made of? If they are cotton, any chance of adding a dry fit option?
Dry fit.
Spelled DRI? They're made of cotton, I believe.
Probably not. Generally, our t-shirts go to the kind of standard for cotton t-shirts. A dry fit, I'm guessing, would be a very much more expensive sports shirt. I'll look into it, but I'm pretty sure that would be.
Yeah, we'll never say no to an idea.
Like a $40, $50 shirt, but
we go down rabbit holes for ideas all the time.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
It's actually how we got the big Red Duke full printed shirt at one point, because we just wanted the full silkscreen print.
Never say never. The full sub dye, that was awesome.
Yeah, the full sub dye. I still think it's one of our coolest shirts.
Yeah.
A friend was wondering if Clan Kickstarter swag is also an option for the Merc Kickstarter.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on.
So ignoring the t-shirt.
Yeah, ignoring the t-shirt.
All of the Clan Invasion swag will be added as add-ons in the Pledge Manager.
Yeah.
That's a lot of SKUs.
Yes, it is.
Mono Aware goes, buy up all the Urban Salvage boxes you can find. They are now worth a lot more.
Well, you can also just go buy the Urban Mech Company box if you really want your Urban Mech right now.
There's they come by the dozen now.
Yeah.
Big Red Duke. Yeah. 40. Yeah, Big Red 40. We did the Red Duke as a big silk screen t-shirt.
Sublimation dye.
Yeah, sublimation. Was that 6 years ago now?
Yeah.
Somewhere back there. Yeah.
It might again. It definitely was pre-COVID.
Pre-Kickstarter.
So
yeah, well, that was pre-Kickstarter too.
The thing is, that shirt did very well. And I always wanted to do another one. The problem is the company that was doing the sub dye that we had worked with back then, we were working on a new sub dye hoodie and fuzzy blanket for BattleTech. And we were working with them when COVID hit, and they ran away from the market and they would start doing stuff specifically for some COVID related company. They started doing sub dye just for some medical company. I'm not sure what they were sub dyeing. But we just lost our factory for it, so I wouldn't mind looking for that again. See what could happen.
Be nice to go back to it.
Can we pause again for another announcement?
Yes,
station identification.
What is our next announcement?
Hey, Randall, it is 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's 12 o'clock.
You wanna take the announcement?
Sure.
Yourself?
So Ash Barker from Gorilla Miniatures Games, awesome guy. He plays every game under the sun. If you've never found his channel and you are a fan of tabletop miniature games, go right now. You will fall down an endless rabbit hole of awesome unboxing and actual play videos, everything that you want. He has done some just fantastic work for BattleTech, both how to play videos. He's been doing an Alpha Strike actual play campaign for 2 years now. In fact, we linked to 2 of his videos in the Kickstarter's how-to videos because he has just such a great way at presenting information, very watchable. And so I came up with the idea of, hey, Ash, what if towards the very end of the campaign, you and I throw down a whole bunch of BattleTech games and BattleTech and Alpha Strike games to see who is going to come out on top. And he was like instantly on board, right? Like just fantastic. So then we went down further the rabbit hole, which is we are going to do 6 games. This is on the 17th and the 18th coming up. So in the last like 72 hours, we're going to start at like 10 a.m. Central Time and do 3 games on the first day and 3 games on the second day. And we're basically replaying the entire Wolf's Dragoons fending off the Draconis Combine at the start of the Fourth Succession War. And so we'll be live streaming that whole thing. There's a Kickstarter project update number 23 I see that just went live that has a lot of those details, including a ridiculously fun image that looks like Ash is about to punch me in the head.
I love it.
And Ash will be pushing it out on his side. So we would love for you to come and join us. Rem will be there. We might have some other guests that are showing up. Talon will be there. We'll be able to answer questions those entire 2 days long while we're playing some fantastic games. So
I'm putting $20 on Ash.
Yeah,
Because you make all the rules, Randall, your dice will betray you.
My dice hate me so much.
I'm just going to bring like 100 ones, Randall. I'm going to slowly start putting $1 bill in front of you for every minute that the game round passes.
It is going to be an absolute blast. Please come and join us. We're going to just have so much fun. We'll answer a ton of your questions. Really looking forward to it.
I'm in your corner, Ash.
Awesome.
Something that continues to pop up, but I think I saw it answered was, what was the reason for excluding the faction t-shirts? It's because they're just really, really hard. I saw some other people answering them again, but
it's just the number of SKUs.
It's a numbers game.
T-shirts, the t-shirts alone could double or even triple the number of total SKUs we are handling in this Kickstarter. It just they just breed in the corner and come back out, and there's even more of them. And they are so specific.
Yeah,
it's like it's not like getting different sizes, different whatever. It's like they become so problematic. The biggest thing we had, even after we got it all done last time, the biggest thing we had to fix after the fact was t-shirts. Randall's not kidding. It about killed us.
It was pretty bad, especially when we had to handwrite all 480 SKUs by hand.
Well,
twice.
I was going to say twice.
We had to do it twice by hand.
We love the t-shirts. I love the t-shirts. I fought tooth and nail to get these next 30 that we're releasing, but the compromise just had to be it had to go through the store.
Big Red 40K goes, our t-shirts will blot out the sun.
That's I'm sorry. Are you kidding? Bigger than a jump sale, right?
Oh yeah.
We love our t-shirts, guys. We know everyone loves the t-shirts.
Look at this thing.
We'll find ways to get
love
them
these
out
t-shirts.
to you.
My t-shirt's a different BattleTech, not a BattleTech one right now. Specifically, I'm going to grab this one a little bit earlier, even though it just popped up, just because it's very rare that we get a single person gets called out in the questions. I played with Warner Doyle's back in the day through Fire Talk. I believe that Loren wrote him into a book. Have you seen or heard from Warner since then, Loren?
He waved, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago. He said, "Hey, just saying hello," and I don't know what he's doing exactly. But he was still, he's still around. I haven't heard from him in a couple of years at least, and haven't heard from really much before that. It's been probably 5 years since I've really heard much from him. But he waves occasionally, every year or two, I guess.
Hushdown asked, what material are the t-shirts going to be made from? I believe they're always made from 100% cotton. 100%? 98%?
So.
It's cotton, basically. Usually a lighter cotton. Any plans to give the normal, not special version BattleTech Universe book to regiment backers to sort of incentivize going with it instead of the 2x battalion?
The which one?
I think that's the. I think, Loren, that's a general question of the perception of the value.
The value between battalion and regiment.
Well, Was there a specific product though they're asking about, or just
They were
So-
they were referencing
The universe book.
not the
not the
special
super
edition,
special one, but just like a normal book.
the normal book, having it be a part of the regiment.
I'm looking to see if do I not even have that in my
T-shirts
list?
are crafted out of 100% sea fox pelt.
Oh, that's fantastic! Now I want a T-shirt that looks like it's made out of
Sea fox pelt.
fox pellets.
Oh,
That'd be
that should be the Snow Raven T-shirt. Were they the ones that did it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so funny. While Loren, are you looking something up, Loren?
I was trying to see if I could spot what the deal is with the universe book, but I don't see it in my notes, so I'll take a closer look at it. I mean, overall, when it's all said and done, when all stretch goals are in, each pledge level should be a better value than the one before it. So company will have a better overall value than veteran, battalion over company, regiment over battalion. They're by a fairly decent margin, like by like a 4 to 5% usually every time. It just kind of walks up a ladder, and it should work out. We try to watch that very, very carefully. It's not a huge difference, but enough to make it worth potentially worthwhile bouncing up to the next largest, the next pledge level. But we'll take a look at it very closely and see if we missed something, if there's something that needs to be fixed, added.
Yeah, we won't let the value of something fall by the wayside. We'll make sure that if it needs to be corrected, it will.
Right. I mean, right now, the rough value for every pledge level that we have is something like 200 and right around between 250 to 280%. So for what you pledge versus what you receive. Now that includes all the fiction, the audiobooks, the plastic, the coins, the books, whatever else is in there. For every dollar, you're getting basically about 260, 270% back. So they're all a really good value. And yes, we know some of you love the fiction, some of you only want plastic, some of you would rather have rule books. We have to craft these in a way that really supports the very wide, awesome demographic, which is our fan base. It's something for everyone kind of feel. If you really just want to focus on all I want are plastics, then grab the veteran level and just load plastics on, and work it that way. We do the best we can for everybody. And there'll be more stuff coming out to support you for doing your own creative adjustments.
Yeah, it's just I think it's just the conception of the models themselves, which means that the 2 battalions are just better than the 1 regiment.
It shouldn't be, but we'll look at it.
Yeah. I was now scrolled back up to my questions. Is there a possibility of a $750 or $1,000 pledge tier?
A possibility, but it's tricky because we've got to make sure it's balanced with the current stretch goals already offered and everything else. I think it's probably unlikely, just because I don't want to.
I feel a lot of people ask about it.
This is where campaigns get in trouble.
Yeah,
this is where you get things like Ogre, that was like the most successful campaign ever that lost millions of dollars for its company, because they added so much stuff so fast. They never did the math and realized, we've overpromised and are under delivering way too much. So we just don't want that issue. We've been warned by very good friends in the industry to not make those mistakes. So possible, unlikely. We'll look at it.
Can you clarify on if the Long Tom, MASH, and Mobile HQ are in the salvage boxes? The description says all vehicles.
Yes.
They are. Yes, they are in. Or
they
yes,
are in. To clarify, the vehicle salvage boxes, it is 2 random vehicles, so you might get an Ontos and a Skulker. But when it comes to the Long Tom, because it has 2, if you're pulling, it has 2 minis that make up both of it. If you're going to pull the long tom, you will simply get those two. And that way you're not pulling just the carriage part out of a vehicle box. That would be sucky.
Yeah.
You arrive at 5, having 5 carriages and only one.
Exactly. But yes, they will be in the salvage boxes.
Pricing on the Merc and Alpha Strike retaliation packs? Question mark.
The prices are on there.
Or are you on there?
Yeah.
They're in the add-ons. If you haven't checked the add-ons lately, if you log into Kickstarter, there should be a little green button and go to our campaign. There should be a little green button up there that says Manage My Pledge. If you click on that, you should be able to get back into the pledge area or the add-on area, so you can actually change your pledge level or add on new stuff. And the retaliation packs or boxes are in there. And I don't remember the exact price. I think the Merc retaliation was 65. 60 or 65. There's a lot of plastic in that box.
The pricing of that and the Alpha Strike follow the exact same model of the pricing for the first two.
Yeah.
I just want to point it out there just because it did show up. Tommy, dude, congratulations, man. He says, not really a question, but here I am in stream and I got my test results back. I am cancer-free. Woohoo. Now, only if I could afford a higher pledge to celebrate. Congratulations being cancer-free.
That's amazing.
Tommy.
Yeah.
And glad to see that you're still here in the community.
Big congrats.
What salvage boxes will be available once this is done? CL, support, and Mercs? Question mark.
There is a mech salvage box and a vehicle salvage box, because that way you know for sure you're getting either a mech or a pair of vehicles. The vehicle salvage box, I believe, is $12. It's just it's a little more plastic, a little more expensive. There's a Visigoth. And Randall, what else is there?
There's the legendary ones.
Legendary?
And then there will be the Clan Invasion salvage boxes in the Pledge Manager.
That would be the regular CI, the regular Clan Invasion salvage box, and
yep.
I think the Shylone probably. Will the Shylone be in there?
No.
No reason it shouldn't be.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's all I can think of. That's all I can think of at the moment. Unless a new salvage box were somehow to be invented.
No. Go away. Stop talking.
Will there be a Inner Sphere, Clan, or Merc patch pack in the future? I think we've done one of those at one point during the Clan Invasion. We did the little baggy, we did the little sets of, coins, set of lapel pins, set of patches, I thought. Are you talking about like?
I think he's referring to the
outside of the Kickstarter,
I think he's referring to in the Clan Invasion. You picked like the House Davian faction pack, and that got you all the House Davian stuff.
We're going to be doing two things from my talk with Loren. So we're going to be having a swag bundle that is like the collector's set. So if you want all the patches or all the coins or all the pins, you can. And there's also going to be faction packs then, which is just you choose your faction and you get the patch, the coin, and the pin for that faction.
We're looking at how that will work in the Pledge Manager. Yes. That is our intention. Again, the Pledge Manager technology must agree with us that that's possible, but it should be possible.
Well, the vehicle salvage packs, is it 2 random vehicles or 2 of the same random vehicle?
No, 2 random.
Unless it's the long tom.
You could pull accepted the long tom because that's a unique case. But outside of that, you could pull, like I said, the Ontos and a Skulker might be in one, or Pegasus and the PPC carrier. It's 2 random.
Any chance of a long tom? And of course, the next one, so I was copying so fast I didn't get to read any of them. Any chance of the long tom force pack or salvage box? It might be in the yes, it'd be in the salvage box.
Yes, it will.
Now, another map idea: Fall of Outreach during the Jihad with the Solaris Defense League versus Word of Blake and Solaris City map on the other side.
That is absolutely. We have a working list of a whole bunch of brainstorming ideas. That is absolutely already on that list.
Yeah,
I want Turtle Bay before and after.
That's another one that's on that list.
As you
Great city map, and then the other side's like all rubble and
yep,
treacherous, like terrible terrain. Like see what it looks like afterwards.
as you say here that anything goes, more orientation videos like the Crescent Hawks video? Yes, there will be.
Yeah, there will. That was from my team. Along with Catalyst, they approached us. I own a media production company, and we got the Crescent Hawks video done. And our plan is to release one a month for a while. So there will be more coming.
Premium, we're very happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
So I'm seeing a lot of this come up because of our talks with the Long Tom and other stuff like that. LRM, SRM carriers in said boxes come with the paired turret ?
In the salvage box.
Ooh.
That's to be determined.
I've seen people ask about the LRM versus SRM.
I do not want to make an off the hand comment on that. We'll need to work with Leah to see if we can make that work or not.
Okay, so thank you for bringing it to our attention. But yeah. So in another person, if a vehicle salvage box comes with the missile carrier, LRM, SRM will come with the other turret, so it could be either.
We will have.
Randall, that would also apply. Isn't there one of the? Doesn't one of the Marauders in the force packs also come with alternate cannons to pop on the top?
Yes, and that's already on the list of questions we have to answer
For the salvage box?
Yeah.
So thank you for asking. Did we already answer the premium leather upgrade books as bundles?
Ask it again.
Apparently not. Premium / leather upgrade books as bundles ?
Meaning the SVEPA for the fiction. Can you turn it into a big bundle so they can get them all?
Yes, there will be. We will. So we're working on the pledge manager right now. It is our intention there will be a way to pick up trilogies or full sets and bundle leather and hardback together. That is our intention. Just making sure that the pledge manager technology will allow us to do those kind of bundles. That is our intention.
Question for people who have a favorite. What is everyone's favorite Solaris 7 arena?
Ooh,
that's a fun one.
Man, I decided the factory and Iron Mountain are both so good.
Yeah, I love Ishiyama. It's a little terrifying because we are we have a whole series of new maps we are working on. One of them absolutely will be to redo all the Solaris 7. I want Ishiyama to live up to what it is in my head, and we haven't quite figured out how to make that work yet. But the concept of Ishiyama, I think, is my favorite.
And I love Ishiyama in the fiction because Mike made it really awesome. I think just for playing, it has to be the factory. Because it's a great setting it's a great brawl. Where Ishiyama is like hide and seek, and it's a little less, exciting that way.
Ray, what's yours?
Oh, the factory. Factory.
Yeah.
One,
the factory.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite.
I like the concept of the loud jungle, but to me, it's like that just means you're walking around through like this huge jungle until you hit point blank range with someone, and then you blast each other apart. Like it's a cool idea, but
that's probably one of the second most difficult one to actually make into a cool, fun experience.
We're gonna have to figure out how to do it though.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Not saying not like we're not working on Solaris 7 maps or anything though. We're not saying that exactly.
I already said that we were. You weren't listening.
Oh, we are? Okay, cool.
This is a really good question that actually just got asked, and I wish we would have been able to get it on Wednesday when we did our live stream because it would have been great information. So I'm just going to pull it now. Will there be a Wave 1 and Wave 2 shipping like the Clan Invasion Kickstarter? Because I'm assuming you mean
no.
It all in one box.
No. So the reason why that worked out, or why we felt we had to do that the last time, was because by the time the campaign ended, we were, Randall, about a year, 9 months to 12 months out, just getting the molding and tooling done. Because we had gone so crazy on number of force packs that we didn't want you guys waiting a year and a half, 2 years to get anything. And then, of course, COVID in the middle of all that craziness. So offering a Wave 1, Wave 2 option for people who are willing to pay for the extra shipping seemed like a good idea at the time, and it didn't totally suck, but it was the second most problematic thing we did after t-shirts. So no, our goal is to get this done quickly, efficiently, and deliver all in one package. In fact, my goal is to blow the deadline of June 2024 out of the water. But that all depends a lot on our factors in China and some other things going right. So we're being cautious, but we feel pretty good about getting you the full package in a good amount of time.
Quick question, real quick. I'm going to pull from the bottom of, hi, folks. Will I be able to change my shipping address to a different country? I know Kickstarter alone does not allow that.
In the very end of the pledge manager, you will have a verify your address, and you will be able to change it at that time.
Change it at your leisure. As you suggest, asking us. Oh, nope, that was the orientation videos for the Crescent Hawks. Can we see some Pitcairn Legion swag? Pitcairn.
I mean, never say never, but there's just so many factions, and we all have a favorite. Struggling to get out the ones that will be the most enjoyed is always a little bit of a struggle. So I would never say never, but it's it's definitely not on the current list.
That'd be another good survey to run. Like, what mercenary factions are out there that we are not doing that you most want to see? I've heard someone recently ask for Blue Star, Kerensky's Blue Star Irregulars, and some others. They're all great choices. We only can do so many, but we'll need to look and see if there's a few more out there that have enough broad appeal that we could sneak them in at the end. We'll see.
Might it make more sense to make a double battalion pledge, maybe swap out the extra Savannah map pack for a city map?
Did we offer two? Did we put 2 Savannah map packs in there or something? I have to. Well, let me look. I should have the answer right here in front of me.
Yeah, it says maybe swap out the extra Savannah map pack for a city map. Maybe it's because they get 2 Savannah map packs when they double up on it.
So according to what I see here, Battalion only has 1 map pack actually in its system, and Regiment has 2, which should be 1 of each, if that's what we're talking about map packs. So unless I missed something, that should already be differentiation somehow. Does that answer the question?
I think that answers it for the most part. Do you have any future plans for mech plushies? I would like to nominate the little Roomba that could, the Hoplite.
Right now, we are. There are more plushies coming. They will be clan focused. After,
well, at least 2 of them will be clan focused.
Yeah, the whole next Kickstarter will be about plushie tech.
Yeah, that's just a Kickstarter of plushie tech. If you keep buying these plushies,
don't tempt me.
We will keep doing more. That's the easiest answer.
So obviously, what we want to do, I mean, there's no doubt. The next thing we want to do is a Timberwolf. If it's possible, that's a spindly kind of guy. So we're looking at the Timberwolf. That would be the number one thing I want to do next. Of the next set of 4, there are other good choices. Other clan mechs, other intersphere mechs, other just things we could do. But yes, there is a plan, and the Timberwolf is on the board if it can be done as a plushie without it being like
a lot of people. I've grabbed a couple of little things that we just haven't gotten to yet because we're up to 217 questions now.
You're not going fast enough, Talon.
I've seen people be like elemental plushies.
What plushie?
Elemental.
We couldn't do it to scale.
I was going to say they have to be in scale or roughly in scale.
Well, we could do it like, how about like the size of the leg of the
it's the keychain plushie.
And they come in a pack of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make that. I can make elemental plushie pack happen.
I love that
No,
idea.
So you actually get the little stick, you get the Velcro on their little hands, Randall, and you can stick them to your plushie.
Oh, yes, I love it.
I don't think Velcro is one-sided. We would have had to have done the plushie in the other Velcro, so I don't think that'll work. But
I can't.
sure
You
we
can
could-
sew one in.
I
Well,
would say we can
but
make
you
it
haven't
happen.
done the Omnimex yet.
Oh, that's true.
We've not done the
Timberwolf
Omnimex
has
yet.
little Velcro patches for its elemental. We have to make that happen now.
all right, I will look into that. But how about Randall? I think about the size of the Urban leg. So it's not quite scale.
No. It's just like
Close
these
enough.
aren't really in scale. It's close enough.
But this is actually a pretty good size where I can see this being an elemental right here. So you pick it up and throw it at things. So yeah.
Can we get a retaliation pack for Clan Invasion and Game of Armor Combat?
We already had them.
I think they're asking, can they be added again to the plug?
Yeah. Probably not, because it only makes sense. We can only do them when we're doing big reprints, because a retaliation pack simply is only like about 1,000 pieces. And China prefers to do 5,000 to 10,000 at a time when you're doing individual mech units.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unlikely we'll offer the retaliation pack Clan Invasion or Armor Combat again. We are looking at a Alpha Strike. Or we are doing an Alpha Strike retaliation pack. So we have never offered that before, but it'll be that may be the only two we can do.
So people are saying elemental beanie babies now. Why
at Adepticon I started playing around the idea of clan. I mentioned this online at that time too, but doing clan totem plushies. So like a ghost bear plushie, a wolf, a jaguar, a falcon plushie. So
I love that idea.
Never say never. This universe can support all sorts of fun weirdness.
Yep.
Just because we were just talking about the retaliation pack, can we get retaliation packs at retail? Just to bump that question out.
Not really.
Probably. That's called a force pack at that point. So
yeah,
is there anything, Randall, is there anything in the Armored Combat or Clan Invasion that's not in a force pack also at this point? Is there anything not making it into the mainstream?
All of them are in force packs.
All of them are in force packs? I thought some of them already worked their way out there.
Nope.
Okay.
Why did you have the patches be iron on this time? I think that was just because we swapped
They're not iron on.
Yeah.
And if we called them iron on, that's wrong.
Yeah.
If
So I
we
think
have to correct
they're
that, we won't.
Velcroed right now, aren't
They're
they?
Velcro. So
Yeah, they're Velcro.
If it is in there somewhere that they are iron on, that needs to be corrected. They are absolutely Velcroed exactly like the last ones.
That's what I thought.
I don't think it is, unless it slipped through somewhere.
It might have.
We'll check on it.
As well as double check. So to answer your question, no, they're Velcro. They are definitely you can rip them apart, and there's a little Velcro piece that you put on your stuff.
Oh, come on! If you're not sewing them on, you're not a real fan. Sew those suckers on there. Make them permanent.
The Locust isn't in a force pack, isn't it? As much as I love the Locust, no, he's not in a force pack. He's in the Game of Armored Combat. He's only in the Game of Armored Combat. Really looking forward to the Ilkon's Eyes Only. I know it's been pushed back, but are you willing to give it a new ETA?
That's a great question.
No.
No, not yet.
Answer is no. Got it. Quick one. Are the Clan Invasion coins the same as retail version or the black background ones from the Clan Invasion? I believe the answer to that one is they are the new ones shown in red as we have them actually put up there.
Correct. So they basically were trading the black enamel for red.
There you go. We're trading the black enamel for red enamel. Sorry if this has already been answered, but will veteran backers still get a salvage box at 5 million? I don't think it has been asked yet.
What was the question?
Will the veteran backers still get a salvage box at 5 million?
Is that what it said? Rem?
Sorry, I'm dealing with patches. What? Question?
The $5 million stretch goal was, did veterans get a salvage box?
Let me double
It
check.
should be whatever we posted online was the final answer, but I'm not sure what that is.
Let's see. Scrolling.
You know what, Matt Tyler? I agree with you. I would, as a locust lover, I would love to see a pack that is just called the Swarm of Locusts.
Company level backers receive 1 free force pack choice. Battalion level backers and up receive 2 free force pack choices, is what the graphic says on the Kickstarter page.
Oh, we lost. Did we lose Loren?
Okay, bye.
Bye, Loren. Okay, bye.
Also, for those saying that it slipped through with the patch saying iron on, I'm looking at the graphic on the page and it doesn't say iron on. Was it? If someone can point it out to me, I'll go look at it.
Yeah, if someone knows where it's said and points it out to us, I'll be looking in chat for it.
It's a big Kickstarter page. It's hard to find. We filter through 9,797 comments to find
what word it was referenced to.
Right.
Yeah.
How many locusts are incoming? A biblical amount of locusts. Any plans to expand the rules for Alpha Strike, similar to how classic BattleTech has tactical operation books?
Sorry, go ahead, Ray. This is all you.
All the advanced and optional rules from tactical operations and like strategic and campaign. A lot of those are in the Commander's Edition already.
Cool. We did talk about this a little bit. Any news / update on the CGL European store, Loren?
We already talked about that.
We did, but that was almost an hour and a half ago.
It's being worked on. Our partner in Europe that we thought we would be using has been slow playing us now after slow walking there after getting everything they want from us. So we may have to find a new partner. As soon as I have a good partner, we will have a store up and running. Just it all comes down to having that hub there that we can trust to deliver to you guys in a timely fashion all the cool stuff we want to get you. So that is still high on my priority list.
Rem, it seems to be that our update number 9 is where it talks about veterans getting a salvage box. So there's a place to start. Update 9.
I'll dig in, guys, and try to find where any of our references came from. If a mistake was made, we'll fix it. Don't worry about it. But I'll get it to you guys in the next update.
Any possibility of a reinforcements box like there was in the clan invasion? I believe the answer is yes. I think they're just there in the add-on section.
No.
Oh.
No. So what he is referring to was
retaliation. Nope. I read that as retaliation.
Yeah. No. He's
No.
referring to the reinforcements clan invasion box that had all of the die cuts in
die
it.
cuts. That will not.
And I pushed really hard to make that happen because I had wonderful fond memories of the first and second reinforcement boxes and was thinking that it would make a wonderful OP4, just a quick, cheap, easy way. The problem is that the mentality of tabletop miniatures players has transformed so much, and you combine that with how reasonably priced our minis are compared to most other miniature games, and that hardly moved at all. Like it just sat there and did nothing because everyone's like, I will just buy more plastic miniatures. And so, which is awesome and fantastic, but that just means that we can't possibly do another one of those for this campaign.
Yeah, I think we're putting that thing on like clearance just to get it out of the warehouse at this point.
Yep.
So if you want a bunch of paper standee battle mechs to litter the board with, there's about to be a really, really good deal on them. And you'll hopefully never see them again.
A friend was wondering if the Clan Invasion Kickstarter swag is also an option for the Mercenary Kickstarter. The answer is yes, other than t-shirts.
Yep.
Almost everything else will appear other than the t-shirts that we did before. Which the t-shirts will be on our online store, store.catalystgamelabs.com, when we get them restocked and up and on there. Specifically the ones from the Clan Invasion Kickstarter and the new Mercenary ones that we are putting out every month for the next year.
Correct.
We've gotten a lot of questions about what from the store and what from Clan Invasion are going to end up as add-ons. You're going to have to check all of that out in the Pledge Manager because that's countless items that we
Yeah.
would be updating in the Kickstarter, and there's no way to organize add-ons in the Kickstarter as either. So it's just too messy and too much to take on until we get to the pledge manager. So
Just are there plans to make PDF collections of record sheets for TRO Jihad and TRO Dark Age?
To do what?
That's a Ray question.
Yeah, it's a Ray question. Are there any plans to make a PDF collection of the record sheets for TRO Jihad and TRO Dark Age?
Yes. Yeah, you will probably see them this month.
Ooh, even quicker. On the Kickstarter or just out in the
just-
back?
No. In the store. They're PDF.
In the store itself. Okay, cool.
Yes. This month.
Probably on drive-through too. Then I would imagine.
Correct.
Yeah. Also on drive-through. Could the map scale dropship model from the Invasion Kickstarter be added as an add-on?
Yes, it is possible. Okay, so here's what. So the original ones we had in the resin kit, probably not. But this just happened yesterday. Ironwind Metals, who we love, is working with a really awesome company that specializes in doing high-end plastic, larger pieces, to bring the drop ships back out in a non-resin, potentially plastic kit that would allow you to bring the Leopard, the Broadsword, the Union, maybe even an Overlord in map scale back out. Those, if and when that happens, those will be added to the pledge manager. I doubt they'll happen in time to be a part of the Kickstarter, but it is the intention to offer drop ships again, but only if we get a better solution than we had last time. So there you go.
Everything BattleTech asked us, I'm gonna bump it up real quick. Did we get a final decision on the dice credit moving towards the pledge manager? I know we got conflicting answers.
yeah. So every credit from Clan Invasion that has been reported is in a spreadsheet with our customer support guy, Chris, who is incredible. So you can actually email store@catalystgamelabs.com once the pledge manager is live, and he will find your credit and apply it to your purchase in the pledge manager. So that is how that will work.
Man, that just seems mean to Chris.
Also, you could email him now if you want Catalyst store credit instead to use it there.
Yeah.
Could you add something special to the stretch goals if the backers hit 20K? That was back to I believe our conversation earlier. Do we have
25K.
backer specific goals?
Yeah,
Apparently, Randall's gonna go running a video of Randall running down the street.
No,
maybe
that was at 30,000.
Oh, 30,000.
20,000.
25,000.
20,000 is too easy. We'll do something
Yeah.
at 25,000.
25,000. I think Loren said he was going to look into some social goals for us. So we'll see what.
Loren said
I think we may do some surveys at 20,000 and just let the fans pick some things we may.
Oh yeah, like the one person had a
like,
great idea, but being able to choose the next premium.
Yeah, we're going to do
was a
something
really fun one.
I think it's just a good round number and just a good time to take a break and do something fun. Nothing. It won't be anything too crazy, but we'll do something interesting anyway. And we have 25,000. We'll do something really. We'll start getting crazy.
Every 1,000 towards 20,000, we'll shave off just a quarter of Randall's beard for every live stream.
It grows back too fast.
It'll grow back as you're shaving it, so I'm fine doing that.
Alpha Strike Bundle. Are these two items available as individual items in the Pledge Manager?
They should be, yes.
Well, not currently, but they will be.
They will
once
be.
we get into the Pledge Manager. Yes.
Death Blossom Irby or a canine that has lights and sounds.
Death Blossom Irby.
That's
Oh,
I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know what to say about that at all.
The maybe someday that does sound really funny. And we're all down for doing something because it's the Irby. If you could pilot any mech, what mech would you choose, and why is it the Urban mech? Like you had a choice.
I would not pilot the Urban mech. It's just doesn't. It's a It's a walking coffin waiting to happen. Sagittaire, just because it is the meanest looking thing I've ever invented.
I love piloting a whole pile of things of late. The Hammerhead from the Ilkline era is just so fun. But my absolute fallback is the Phoenix Hawk 7K with the improved jump jets and snubby PPC. It's so much fun to knife fight with you.
I am a Locust lover, so I'd probably be piloting a Locust. Even though they're just tiny and small and stupid. But I've always been enamored by the fact that they are one of the fastest moving mechs in battle.
You wouldn't fit in the cockpit.
No, I wouldn't. But it's still amusing to think about being really, really fast. You got a favorite mech, Ray?
Does the urban mech in question have a hot tub?
It could. I think
like it's got a lot of space up there. The Marauder.
Yeah.
There you go.
Of course it's a Marauder.
Yeah.
That's fair. Damien Miller, it's not that we're ducking the Succession Wars questions. I just don't think we've gotten to them yet. I am asking the questions in order of which I have received them. So that's why spamming the question over and over doesn't always get, unless it's like a really good question that is really pertinent to Kickstarter information. It's in the queue. I've got 241 questions that I'm going through, and we're only about.
Alan, you're so much nicer than me. You're like, spamming does not necessarily move you up. And I'm like, spamming will make me move you down the list.
I don't have enough organization power in my hands to be able to do that.
All right, speed round. Talon, 10 questions. With 10 questions, we're going to answer with like a quick, no more than 5-word answer.
Yeah,
Go.
I think we're ending in like 20 minutes. So
Yeah, we are.
So speed round. Go,
when will
Talon.
the Fibco t-shirts be back on the store, back in stock and on the CGL store?
Hopefully,
We did 1 to 3 months.
Yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks.
When can we expect update info on the Kickstarter site? For example, all the new add-ons and exactly what BKs get. There's a lot of stuff to add on, and it's hard to filter through everything for new people.
I think Rem put an update literally the next day, so on Thursday, about all the new add-ons that were added.
Yeah.
Will there be more rec guides in the future, particularly for the Innersphere Omnis? When will they get redesigned?
That's a great question.
We won't specifically see any more rec guides. Not rec guides specifically.
Perfect. Hi, is there an urban mech salvage part? Is there an urban mech salvage part of the add-ons?
No, because the salvage box
Got rolled into the new thing.
That mech has now been rolled into the Urban Mech Lance Force Pack.
Is CGL considering selling mechs/vehicles as individual models in addition to force packs?
No.
Maybe as a premium.
Oh,
No?
premium, sure, but the regular release of them, that's just
That's why I said maybe as a premium.
it's not logistically possible.
Yeah. When it comes to new sculpts, how do you decide what to do next? Trying to fill out specific eras, picking out more popular mechs, picking out specific mechs that fit a theme? Question mark.
There's no simple answer to that. It is a incredibly long, convoluted process that involves Anthony, Ray, Brent, and I, and huge spreadsheets and long meetings.
What Ray likes, Ray gets.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always.
We make sure to shoot down all of your suggestions, Loren.
That's. I mean, we go into the meeting knowing that.
Yeah, it's just I like the Sagittaire too.
An era supplement as one or multiple supplements for Destiny that would give official rules for later tech would be great. Is there any chance it would happen?
I'm sorry, repeat.
An era supplement for Destiny that would give official rules for later tech would be great. Is there any chance that it would happen?
It's something that's been discussed, yeah.
Cool. Any chance we'll see a Cave Lion Battle Mech resculpt?
I mean, there's always a chance.
Always a chance. Never say never. Since the Battlefield Objective Force Pack contains 4 minis, we'll receive we answered that earlier. Yes, you will receive a Force Pack because it's not 5 mechs. You mentioned that the Ill Clan rec guides are being compiled into a book, which is at the printers during the last AMA. Will the book be available via the Pledge Manager?
Sure. Don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not. The answer is yes. What happened to adding a free salvage box? We already answered that from the update 9. Rem is looking into that. Any possibility adding land, air mechs to this Kickstarter? No.
No. To the future, we'll
Maybe.
see.
Yes.
That's in one of those long drawn out fights, but certainly not as part of this Kickstarter.
Will there be a system of guidelines for converting Total War record sheets for Alpha Strike and Battle Force cards instead of relying on the master unit list? I think that's actually in the commander's book, isn't it?
A provisional yes. We have many plans to grow the master. The master unit list has become a pivotal part of the BattleTech experience and the user part of that, and we absolutely want to expand it. So hopefully we absolutely will be able to fold in the battlefield support cards into that asset.
Hi there. Are there any MechWarrior Destiny products planned? It's quite popular, but we have received nothing yet, sadly.
Right.
It's constantly in discussion. There's nothing definite on the schedule. It's constantly in discussion. The supplements for Destiny.
Any chance of getting digital copies of the Force Pack art?
The Force Pack art?
Force Pack art.
The backing inside the box.
There's a variety, just as digital wallpapers. I don't see any reason why we couldn't add some more digital wallpapers, make that available.
Has there been any discussion about remaking Battle Troops?
Not really. That's just a little too far out into the weeds.
It's essentially the successor to Battle Troops was in a time of war. There's an entire chapter of playing tactical combat with 28 millimeter scale miniatures. It's in there, so I don't see it as its own product for the time being.
Are there additional plans for new swag options with the faction icons like flags, banners, magnets, stickers, etc.?
As part of the Kickstarter, probably not, but we are always looking for new cool things to be able to do. So
as he points at the dice.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I do like the idea of flags. I have actually have that down actually written for those who are curious. I do like the flags that Hairbrain Schemes did.
Love to do
it. Yeah, I'd love to do another set of flags again.
Mine's sitting right there on the wall.
When does the store open so we can upgrade our pledges after the campaign ends and we have the back end of the store manager ready?
With a bit of luck, it'll be a few days after the campaign ends, probably after about 7 days following the campaign is what I'm hearing with from Backer Kit. That's what they would suggest.
But please take his comment of with a bit of luck into consideration.
Yep.
Hard consideration. Instead of double-sided posters, what about the second side being a map and scenario related to the art on the poster?
That's interesting.
Well, it's too late to change it now.
Yeah, it's too late to change now, but that's an interesting idea to look for something in the future.
Yeah. Any chance we'll get the clan quads at some point now that the Scorpion and Goliath have been done in plastic?
Sure, it's possible.
Possible.
Do the items introduced at DEDCON count towards the 2 years of new stuff for Big Kappa? Technically, the stuff that was there that we flew in, yes, because won't be out until after the Kickstarter closes. Is there a good location to find a list of upcoming releases that are separate from the Kickstarter, such as BattleTech Universe, the new Force manuals, future source books, etc.?
Normally, we have a page for that on the BattleTech website. We need to update it to the latest set of plans, but normally you can look on the BattleTech website.
Can we get our launch delivered to our local game store? No.
If that's the address you put into your pledge manager, that's not our problem though. If you have an issue, it'll go wherever you tell us to put it. Send it.
That is true. Any plans of doing Intersphere / clan logo posters? Like just a poster of the logo?
Possible.
Huh. We don't have plans, but I won't say no. Does Cal still have the rights to Succession Wars, the strategic board game, and are any plans to update / reprint it?
Randall?
Yes, and yes.
Yes, and yes. What will happen with the Army Painter BattleTech sets? Will it be redone with the Speed Paint 2.0? Question mark.
I imagine if this first set sells out well enough and we reprint, that the answer would be yes.
Yeah, no reason to say no. When will the Grey Death Legion Force packs be released? Someday.
Soon.
You mean this pack right here?
Oh, that's just mean.
Yes, it is. Soon.
can't even see it because the light is so
Yeah, I know.
shiny.
I was thinking the same thing, that the lighting on it can't quite see.
How about we do an unboxing?
We'll do that as part of all the end stuff we're doing.
Do we know if and when the Barnes & Noble's exclusives will be available to anyone who does not live in the U.S.?
Usually it's 6 months.
6 months
After it goes on sale with Barnes & Noble, it then becomes ours.
And then we'll throw it up on our store for you to grab.
Correct.
Had to ask update on Success Wars. We just asked it.
No,
Yeah.
love it.
We are
Love it.
10 minutes till, and there is one more announcement to make.
Go for it.
Go for the announcement.
Randall,
Which announcement are we talking about? I've
the
lost
one you asked me to make about the last 24 hours.
Yeah, so not only are we doing the 17th and 18th of, probably 10 to 12 hours of actual play video with Ash and I beating up on each other, but then we've decided to be utterly insane, and the last 24 hours we are going to be doing a live stream the entire 24 hours, and we'll be dragging.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't get enough BattleTech apparently. But we'll be dragging in hopefully as many different people as we can to do interviews from artists and authors. Basically very similar to what we did at Adepticon. That's what we're hoping to replicate for the whole last 24 hours, answering as many questions as you want. Today or tomorrow we'll get up an announcement on social media that you can help blast out there. We're hoping to take what has already been an amazing record-breaking campaign and turn it into just the coolest last 24 hours that's, ever happened on a Kickstarter. And we absolutely hope you'll join us.
Can you guys survive the live stream? At some point, like 3 a.m. in the morning, it's just be Randall opening up one of his books that he's written, just slowly reading it out loud.
That's right. Okay. Now the next chapter.
We'll do bedtime story time and just read you a novel.
That's right. I'll just have an ocean of caffeine next to me to get me.
And I'm gonna write 1 mech, 2 mech, red mech, blue mech.
Red mech.
Oh, please. I would love that. That's super fun.
That'd be great.
I'll have you read selected pieces from the new Art of War book by James.
Actually, I was about ready to say that. That's fantastic. That's a great idea.
So
Awesome.
I know, it'll be a lot of fun. The 24-hour things will be a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll have a lot of delirious laughing.
Leading up to that is the war between Randall and Ash. So not only will it be 24 hours for Randall, but it'll be like 72 hours.
There'll be a little bit of break in there, but yes, of the 72 hours, a good 60% of that time, I will be on a live stream with you guys. So utter insanity. Hopefully you will have a fantastic time like I will.
Yes,
We
Jason,
get a lot of
24 hours straight from 7 to 7. Yeah.
I think it's 7 p.m. PST to 7 p.m. PST when it ends.
So I know we got a lot of questions. It sounds like maybe a couple hundred that we have not gotten to because
that's why I've been blasting through them.
I'm going to suggest that Talon, since he's got access to them, don't lose them, and maybe make a master list of those. Break it up into categories, a set for Ray, Randall, me, Rem, whoever, and we'll do maybe we could do a little offline. We could do some little videos of us answering 15, 20 questions each, and repost those as little videos, because if there's questions out there, we want to get to them, at least online or in an update or something. So maybe hang on to those to create some fact lists or something from.
Always do.
Yeah.
Make a separate category for lambs.
Ask me the lamb questions. I love answering lamb questions. Lambs for everybody.
Lambs for everybody.
Anything else anyone wants to say before we sign off?
We got 7 minutes still. That's like 10 more questions.
I said hard stop at 4 p.m.
All right.
I say hard stop. I said
2 minutes of questions, 5 minutes of wrap up. Talon, hit us. Are there any big questions? Scroll through and look for anything big that we didn't get to. That
I know what a stretch goal is and what a physical reward is, but what is a battlefield surprise?
Whatever we want to announce, dice. I just may announce it anytime I want to, the minute we've got a good deal with a company that we know we can deliver. So just something that might just show up that we weren't expecting. A dice, a new salvage box, a new map that just comes out of nowhere. We just might pop it up at any moment because we can. because there's no big miles. We're not hitting big milestones anymore. We're just looking at the next $1 million milestone now. So we just might pop up some stuff because we can.
Does everyone get the bonus and digital rewards, or is that only for those who backed in the first 48 hours?
The Visigoth was only for the first free Visigoth to everyone in the first 48 hours. The Timberwolf bonus gift goes to anyone, one per backer at veteran, at least at veteran and above. I think that's right, Rem.
Yep. Yeah.
And those are the only two that are conditional upon timing that I'm aware of.
Everything else, what is on the graphics for the rewards that says your bonuses and your digital rewards, those are the Visigoth aside. Everything else is you're getting it. So it's all there.
No one is going to double check Loren's answers to his questions. Don't be afraid to do premium non-mech units, premium longest battle armor, premium Corsair ASF, etc.
The only one premium battle armor is they're so small. It's hard to make them an actual premium item because the technology is just we're losing too much detail at that level.
Yep. It doesn't mean we won't perhaps try.
Yeah,
but they are very problematic.
We talking about premium?
Yeah.
Question: is there a plan to get more of the novels onto audiobooks/Audible? What about some of the classic novels in the Warrior Trilogy? The answer is just yes. Yes,
absolutely. There's actually
absolutely
there. Go up to Audible.
If John liked that answer, he should have been here.
No. It go up to Audible and type BattleTech, and there's already a good selection, and more is coming.
Let's see. What else I can
last question or two, Talon. Get a couple.
I know
ones.
it's so hard. I got tons to pick from. Yeah, a lot of t-shirt questions. We demand the Irby lamb. just for Loren.
You know what? Just for you, I'm going to make that happen.
BattleTech hats just to annoy Loren. I don't know. I can't remember who sent that though.
Probably.
But enough. If I had more time, I'd run upstairs. There's a BattleTech hat that got shipped to a box with me, and I'd open it right now if we had more time.
Well, why don't we start saying goodbye and you go get the box?
Still no questions.
Will you guys be making any dropship units?
Dropship units? I assume that means maybe
making a dropship.
Map scale dropships are being worked on and we can add for you guys.
Yeah, we are very much working on that.
Any chance of plastic turrets in this Kickstarter?
Not in this Kickstarter. We definitely want to do them in the future.
Hoshidon goes, wait, Irby Lamb? For real?
Yeah. Codename Bottle Rocket. They think I'm kidding.
Will the Blood of Kerensky and Legends of the Jade Phoenix trilogies be offered again in their leather-bound editions?
They're still available right now.
Yeah, I think they're still available right now.
And are available as an add-on.
Yep. Or they will be available as an add-on, and I think they're on our store even.
Yeah.
Any word on the Crescent Hog swag? Yes.
It is coming.
Any chance of adding 2 Intersphere battle armors to the Merc box? No.
That Merc box,
packed.
We pack our bags to our boxes to the point that Loren screams. And I believe I made him scream more than ever with the value that is in this Merc box. We just cannot add more.
Yeah.
Can we get the Destiny scale mechs on the Kickstarter?
No. That's just.
I think that might kill Brent if we try to do that.
The real problem is that the production on it is very slow and time consuming. And as much as we would love to suddenly have 10,000 of those sold, that would wreck. That would just destroy things. So it just can't be done. I think we are to the end of questions and maybe playoffs.
Yeah,
that's a good one to end on.
That is a good one to end on. Destiny 1. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us here in the AMA. As usual, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get notifications for when we do more AMAs. And I think that until next time, Ram, unless you have a schedule for when our next AMA is.
I do not yet.
Right now.
But we will be dropping more content this week. If you follow our socials, you'll see more BattleTech content that other people are producing that we're supporting. You'll see more what BattleTech means to me videos, including an interview I did with George Ledoux, who is the voice of Duncan Fisher in the Mech Warrior video games.
Sure.
Yeah, so that will be posting later this week. And we have all kinds of stuff coming up toward the end of the campaign. So keep watching the Kickstarter for updates and new graphics. And you guys are keeping me real busy.
More of those Crescent Hawk like videos, the in-universe stuff. Those are super awesome. So
that'll be about a month out. But that's coming too.
We have plenty of AMAs, plenty of videos coming out, like Rem said, and tons of extra content that we are loving to put out on YouTube. So until next time, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you, everyone who came here to the AMA today, both viewers and those who are here in the chat who can answer questions and be here with us. We will see you guys in the next live stream, wherever that may be, most likely here or Canada. So have a good day, guys. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody.